So when Christmas rolls around, I tend to get a little carried away with decorating and some of the other seasonal things that are going on. So I'll probably be making some short videos just stuck in between my regular Wednesday ones, sharing some of the things that I'm doing. First of all, before getting into the video, if you like the t-shirt that I'm wearing and you would want one for yourself, check them out on the Etsy shop. I do have a few left over, not many, but I thought I'd put that out there. What I plan to do today is create a centerpiece for this table. As you can see, we're still in the fall mode, so this will have to go. I have in mind to make a small wooden sled, maybe kind of vintage looking, and then set one of those cute little rosemary Christmas trees that you see this time of the year. Set one of those on there, if I can find one here in the area. And I've gotten them in past years and they always die for me. I never have luck with, keeping them for another year, maybe using it for the next Christmas. So hopefully one of these years I'll be able to do that, but I'm gonna try again. So let's head on out to the shop and get started on this. We are blessed with a pile of wood here in the shop that is just odds and ends pieces that people either gave us over the years or we picked up for a good price somewhere, or maybe even free. Just sorting through here, picking out the pieces I'll need for this little sled. These first pieces will be the runners of the sled. I want the ends to be a little bit pointed. These flat boards are actually hardwood flooring that I picked up years ago, again at a sale where they were getting rid of a lot of their old wood things. I think I paid a little for them, but not much. I had made a crude little drawing of what I want my sled to look like, and then along with the measurements, I want it to be around 26 inches long by 13 inches wide. And of course you can probably tell these flat pieces are going to be the seat part of the sled. Will be really simple. Basically I'll just use my air nailer to put these pieces together, gluing them in place first, and then I plan to add a design on the seat part. I'll show you some of the other things that are going on in the shop right now, and we do really appreciate all of the orders that you guys are placing. Thank you so much for that. Even though it's overwhelming at times, we really enjoy coming out here to work. We've been working some late evenings recently trying to get all of these orders out in time, but not complaining. It is a lot of fun. I've showed you guys before here in my videos how I use parchment paper to transfer an image, onto a surface. I'm going to do that again here with the Sled. And first I cut my piece 8.5 by 11, and you really have to watch so your printer doesn't jam up, which it actually happened to me when I started doing this, but the best way to fix that is to actually tape your piece of parchment paper onto a piece of copy paper, run it through that way, and of course your image needs to be in reverse. That way once you transfer it, it's the right way. Here I'm just using a utility knife, which happened to be in my reach, to rub off these letters. It's kind of tedious work because you really have to hold on to your design as you are rubbing it off. You don't want it to slip around, and mine actually did just a bit. Some of my letters were a little blurry, but I think it's still okay. I always like to apply a clear coat over my designs like this, that way they won't fade away. Here I'm just using Rust-Oleum chalked matte clear coat. Now, the fun part, shopping for little plants. I'm going to check Country Gatherings or the Gardens first. Now, they did rename their whole complex the Shia Market, so if you hear that term, that's what I'm talking about. They have different little stores and cafes within their whole complex. It's a really neat place to visit if you're ever in Berlin. They have so many pretty things in here. I did spot some rosemary trees. They were a little smaller than I had hoped for. What's catching my eye here are these cute little moonlit false cypress is what they're called. And it sounds like you can actually plant them outside come spring. I kind of like this idea. That way, maybe by the time next Christmas rolls around, I could dig them out again, put them in a pot, have them in the house, over the Christmas season, and then come spring, plant them outside again. That is, if they're still living. The Gardens has a rewards system going on, and I have $10 in rewards, so I'm going to treat myself to a little rosemary tree also. If nothing else, I'll have the challenge of seeing if I can get it to survive a year. So it looks like I don't have to go looking elsewhere. I think I can get everything here, which is awesome. I'm going to go ahead and wrap the pots of these plants in drop cloth. I've done this before, not sure have I ever showed it in a video, but first I'll put a little baggie over them. That way if I water them, it won't leak out onto my sled. So what do you guys think? I gotta say I'm pretty impressed. One thing that I wish wouldn't have happened is the color of the boards. I feel like they changed color once I applied that clear coat. I don't know were you able to tell in the video or not, but before they were more kind of grayish, almost driftwood color, and then when I applied that clear coat they turned almost orangish on me. but I have a feeling they still might not be completely dry. I mean, it feels dry to the touch, but sometimes once this sits a day, it might change color too. I think I'll leave it for now. It's not a terrible color, it's just not quite the way it was before, but it's fine. The other thing I'm not quite sure of is, do I want to go with the 3 little plants here or just 2 of them? See what you guys think. I'm often prone to, you know, decorating by odd numbers. Like, I feel like there should be 3 on here, but at the same time, I feel like it's just a little bit crowded. For now, I'll probably leave it. Again, I can always change it if it bothers me too much. And the logo on here, I'm actually going to have available as a digital download on my Etsy shop. I'll probably have the image in reverse in case you want to do the same thing that I did here, you know, do the parchment paper method. And I'll also have just a regular one in case you want to just use it some other way. So I thought it'd be nice to have it available for you guys if you want it, because I know how that is. Sometimes I'm watching someone and I wish I could get my hands on something they're using. So I'll have that as a digital download. That would be something you would download to your computer and you could print it off or out as often as you wish. As always, I hope your day is going great. Happy decorating. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.